Through getting great draft players in multiple years, keeping the core together, signing key free agents, and creating a winning atmosphere around the team, the Golden State Warriors have modeled themselves as the blueprint of the modern-day dynasty. Throughout most of the 2010s, the Warriors had a great grip on the league through the explosive offense from Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, not to mention the defensive versatility and intensity from Draymond Green. And it always helps when you add one of the greatest players in history in Kevin Durant. From the 5-year stretch between 2015 and 2019, the Golden State Warriors have won 3 championships and have appeared in all 5 years. Also, through these 5 seasons of dominance, the Warriors have recorded a record of 322 wins and only 88 losses, giving them the highest win percentage of all 30 teams in that 5-year span. However, due to recent injuries and departures from key players, this Warriors team is nowhere near the juggernaut that they were last season. Starting from last year's playoffs, with about 2 minutes left in the third quarter against the Rockets, Kevin Durant injures his calf, which turns out to be a partially torn Achilles, which sidelines him for the rest of the playoffs until the finals. Then, KD re-injures his calf in the finals against the Raptors, but this time, a much worse injury, a torn Achilles, sidelining him for the rest of the finals and for the entirety of the 2019-2020 season. But the injury bug didn't stop there. In the same finals where KD tore his Achilles, just a game later, Klay Thompson tears his ACL while coming down from a dunk attempt in Game 6, taking him out of the finals and for the next season as well. These 2 major injuries took about 48 points per game away from the Warriors, which inevitably led them to losing the finals in 6 games. The offseason for the Warriors saw them moving from Oracle Arena to Chase Center, a $1.4 billion sports arena that looked to transfer their winning ways from Oakland to San Francisco. But of course, with losing the 7-foot scoring machine in Kevin Durant in free agency to Brooklyn, Klay Thompson out for the entire season to injury, along with other teams on the rise, another finals appearance didn't seem as definitive as once before. Even with this injury-plagued roster, they still had Draymond Green, a defensive stopper, and a viable playmaker. D'Angelo Russell from the KD trade, who just led the Nets to their first playoffs appearance since 2016, and Steph Curry, a lock for the Hall of Fame and multiple-time league MVP. So just making the playoffs would seem to be in a goal for the Warriors. That was until Steph, the 2-time MVP, collided with Aaron Baines, leading to him having a significant hand injury. The outcome was horrible, as it was later revealed that he broke his wrist, causing him to miss a large chunk of the season. Seeing that Curry would be out for such a considerable amount of time, this made the hopes for playoffs extremely more difficult due to the roster being left with D'Angelo Russell and Draymond Green, and the roster filled with young and inexperienced talent. As expected, this team struggled a lot without Kevin Durant, Klay Thompson, and Steph Curry. They made some moves, sending D'Angelo Russell and some young players to Minnesota for Andrew Wiggins and some draft picks. But this depleted team lost again, and lost some more, finishing their season with a 15-50 record in just 65 games, the most losses since the 2009-2010 season, when Steph Curry was just a rookie. So now, where do the Warriors go from here? Well, first off, due to the bad season they had, the Warriors are now in position for a very good draft pick, being tied with the Cavaliers and the Timberwolves for the best odds to get the number 1 draft pick. This pick can be used as leverage for the Warriors to get another star from another team, making them a much stronger team than they were just a season ago. Second, Klay Thompson's ACL shouldn't hamper his production and impact to the team overall, simply because his play style is not that of Derrick Rose, John Wall, or Russell Westbrook. Klay Thompson is a 6'6" shooting machine that doesn't rely on blinding speed or uber athleticism. Also, Steph returned later in the season for 1 game against the Raptors and didn't look like he missed a beat. Plus, the former Defensive Player of the Year in Draymond Green and the 2014-2015 Rookie of the Year in Andrew Wiggins looked very promising for the team. But as for the Warriors Dynasty, Can he bring back their winning ways with the full return of the Splash Brothers and Draymond Green? The league has changed a lot since they have all been on the court together, with the new favorites being centered in Los Angeles with the Clippers and Lakers, and with the explosive duo in Westbrook and James Harden in Houston, plus the looming threats in the East in Boston, Milwaukee, and Toronto. How will the Warriors fit back in the title run? Have we witnessed a quiet end of Golden State, or will they explode back on the scene with the dominance that we have seen the past 5 seasons? Well, we will have to wait until next season for that answer. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. For your latest NBA news, I'm Leo Bias. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.